weather's getting colder, the days are getting shorter, and kids are back in school, which can only mean one thing. It's dark academia season. Hello Tandem fandom, my name is Alexis and welcome to the Tandem Collective, where you can find the latest book recommendations, tips, and news from Team Tandem. There are so many things about autumn to look forward to, from pumpkin flavored everything to cozying up with a book under a warm blanket, but one of our favorite things about autumn at Team Tandem is dark academia. If you're unfamiliar with dark academia, it refers to fictional books that take place in some sort of educational institution and often revolve around the dark side of that school and the characters that go there, whether it's secret societies or murder mysteries. It has spooky elements, which again is perfect for Halloween and the fall. So today I'm giving you 5 and 5 new dark academia recommendations. These are books that are all being published in September and October of this year. So brand new dark academia for you to get your hands on. The first dark academia book that I'm going to recommend is All That Consumes Us by Erica Waters. This book has all of the elements you're looking for in classic dark academia. This is a contemporary novel that follows 17-year-old Tara Boone when she is unexpectedly accepted into Corbin College following the death of one of its students. She's also offered a place in the very secretive and exclusive Magni Veery program. So Tara moves to Corbin College, and of course it's in a Victorian dormitory. She starts to unearth secrets about the Magni Veery program and feels as if there are perhaps ghostly presences following her. All That Consumes Us is described as Ninth House meets The Dead in the Dark and delves into the human capacity for great love, great art, and great evil. This book publishes on the 17th of October and is sure to consume you. Our next dark academia recommendation is The Forest Demands Its Due by Kusoko Jackson. It's said to be perfect for fans of Ace of Spades, The Hollow, and the film Get Out. It follows Douglas Jones, who attends a prestigious boarding school called Regent's Academy in Vermont. The plot starts unfolding when a student is murdered, and the next day, Douglas and the groundskeeper's son are the only ones that remember that this student even existed.
I forgot that you existed.
As Douglas tries to uncover the truth and unravel this mystery, he discovers secrets waiting for him in the forest that surrounds the school. The Forest Demands Its Due is a YA horror fantasy dark academia book featuring a queer Black protagonist, and it's released on the 3rd of October. Now, dark academia doesn't always have to be about schools. Sometimes they focus on political institutions or secret societies, and this is the case with our next two recommendations. The Golden Gate by Amy Chua was just released on the 19th of September and takes place in Berkeley, California in 1944. In The Golden Gate, a former presidential candidate is assassinated at the Claremont Hotel, and investigations reveal that many years earlier, a 7-year-old girl named Iris also died at the hotel, and Iris was a member of a very wealthy and influential family. Think the Rockefellers. The investigation keeps leading back to the Bainbridge family, particularly Iris's 3 now adult sisters. This story is influenced by themes that are really strong in 1944, such as forensic advancement and the influence of race, gender, and class on power, and therefore justice. This next recommendation is by Amy Winstead and releases on October 3rd. You might know her as the author of In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife and The Last Housewife, but her upcoming title is called Midnight is the Darkest Hour, and follows Ruth, who is a librarian in her hometown of Bottom Springs, Louisiana. Religion is a big part of life for the townspeople of Bottom Springs, and for Ruth, her father is actually the Baptist minister in the town. When a skull emerges from a swamp with mysterious carved symbols, Ruth and an old friend with apparently a very dark past become the only ones who can delve into the seedy underbelly of the town and discover its secrets and where this skull comes from. Our final dark academia recommendation for you is Learned by Heart by Emma Donoghue, who you might know as the author of Room and The Wonder. If you're familiar with the HBO series Gentleman Jack, this book follows Anne Lister, who's the real-life inspiration for Gentleman Jack. This book takes place in the early 1800s in England when Anne meets Eliza, the first love of her life, at a boarding school in York. The story follows the two women as Anne refuses to conform to society's standards and gender expectations, while Eliza, who is half Indian, is trying her best to fit into society. You don't have long to wait for this one because Learned by Heart is being released on the 29th of September. I'm going to bookend it there for today, but please let me know in the comments if you have any dark academia recommendations or if any of these books piqued your interest. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more bookish content from the Tandem Collective. You can subscribe to our newsletter by going to the bottom of the video description and clicking the link, and that will sign you up to get all of the latest opportunities we have for creators. You can also find us on Instagram and on TikTok. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.